This is a Tenochtitlan in Technicolor, dedicated to our beautiful city. Tenochtitlan in Technicolor, Mexica City, across time and space, over 500 years later, I now see you with my own cultura's ojos. Inside of each of us, you still exist. Our views of you are passed along to us through our ancestors' memorias and dream recollections, and not the lying, guilty history written down by the colonizers. Tenochtitlan in Technicolor. There you are, dreaming city on the surface of Lake Texcoco, shimmering at night under la luz de Cuyulhuacuí, azul y rojo on your temple walls, dream tones, God colors. Plumas of copal rising up out of you all the way to el cielo and back down deep into the fifth direction of each of us. The comets flew across el cielo, weeping fuego for you. Lake Texcoco bubbled and boiled warnings around you. The ash-gray heron with the mirror on its forehead was caught and reflected what was to become of you, dreaming city. Inside of each of us, you still exist. Tenochtitlan in Technicolor. Even though we were baptized not to, even though we were tortured not to, we still remember your grand temples to Huitzliopotli and Tlaloc. We still remember the movimientos of your sagrado rituals during celebrations. We still remember the noise and smells coming from the zoo and jardines of Moctezuma. We remember your grand avenue looking upon Coatlicue before she was Tonatzin, before she was Mary, before she was who they say she was. Before the crucifix billboards, before the beheadings, before the baptisms, before the pinche Franciscan friars and their secret psychedelico midnight mass. And man, where do you think that they scored their sacraments from? Before all of that, dreaming city, we wandered through you holding giant bouquets of amarillo y naranjada colored flores, and we held them up to el cielo to give the sagrado espíritus a place to rest. Inside of each of us, you still exist. Tenochtitlan in Technicolor. We remember you before the gray mechanizations of the conquistadors and what they called civilization, their steel and diseases that killed us quicker than any crucified God's wrath. We remember the early mornings, cuando the mist covered the lake around you and it seemed like you were floating, dreaming city. Your wooden bridges disappearing into the hazy distance and going off into our Mexica dreams. The pain we feel today, that pain we feel today are from wounds that bled onto your stones, colonized, infected wounds whose pain we feel in the past, present, and future. Your pyramids and temples rise up out of us cada mañana. Your buildings' dream silhouettes splash under our view of La 24 and shape today's Quinto Sol horoscopes of what will become of us. Dreaming city, I have woken from mis sueños, looked out my window, and there you were, just across the water. But before mi ojos are all the way open, before the dream completely disappears, you disappear. And my view of you suddenly turns into the Polaroid pictures that the conquistadors took. I can no longer see you through the glare of white man's burden electricity. I can no longer see you past the piles of genocidal greeting cards and colonized holiday decorations that they use as history. I can no longer see you without hearing the knock-knock jokes that the missionaries told the corpses of the Mexica after they baptized and killed them. But no matter where they hide you, or how far we are forced to move away from you, dreaming city, we will always find you. You are a geographic location, just as much as you are a Mexica state of mind, a metropolis that house our truths and our science. How could we ever truly forget that? Your stones are in our corazones por siempre. And one day we will build you again, because inside of each of us, you still exist. Tenochtitlan in Technicolor.